Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you find this video helpful, please consider subscribing, as I have many more videos just like this on my channel. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy. So you did your research, watched all the videos, compared the bikes, and you decided to go with an incredible 2025 Yamaha Tenere 700. Great choice. But now comes the real question. How do you turn this amazing machine into a fully capable off-road adventure bike? So, after countless hours of research, testing, and honestly going down way too many rabbit holes, I finally put together what I believe is the ultimate setup. I've completely accessorized this desert horse and made it ready for a serious off-road riding. And I didn't just install the parts and call it a day. I went out and tested everything on a 3-day ride through Death Valley Desert in California. We're talking rocks, sand, long distance riding, and everything in between. So in this video, I'm going to share my personal experience and honest review of every upgrade installed on this bike. What worked, what didn't work, and what I absolutely recommend. And here's the thing, when you're riding an off-road bike, especially remote places like this, you're putting your life in the hands of this machine. So for me, it wasn't about just going cheap or just making the bike looks good. It was about doing it right. Every single part you see here, I either installed myself or made sure it was installed properly, because out there, details matter. I used the Kemimoto tank bag. It is secured with 4 straps. If you need to refuel, you basically open the top, slide it down, fuel it, and latch it back. It has a very nice feature. It has a place for a cell phone, which you can control it from the top. On a really hot day, I wouldn't ride it on the top, because when you're an hour in the sun, the foam can get really warm. It has a very decent size. I was able to fit 2 winter gloves, 3 bottles of small water, first aid kit, and a small tire compressor, some glasses, and some more little things. So size is great. Been through the whole trip. Very gnarly places. Pretty hard off-road ride. Highly recommended. Rhinowalk Saddlebag. So I use the 48 liters, which is 24 liter on each side. With the Marchway, I used only the 10 liter, and it goes inside really well. And for the Marchway, we'll start with that. Very good quality. Amazing. Waterproof. I bought 1 for each side, which left me some space on the top to add some, let's say, some tennis shoes, okay, on top. The Rhinowalk really did an amazing job. You can see how dirty it is, but no rips. Really held really well. I didn't have to use any extra strap. I used only the original. So I did get the NICECNC Bracket, which we'll talk about it and more extensively. But I was able to tie it really well, and thumbs up. Really, really good stuff. Did the job. Okay, so the Tusk top rack and the Saddlebag support rack, two different companies, right? But they worked really, really well together. So what I did, since the Tusk top rack comes with these long brackets on both sides, what I did, I connected them first, used the spacer, and which create here a gap, and on top of it, I installed the saddle support rack. Now, these protects it all and worked really, really well with the high mount Dominator exhaust, which I really like. The sound, the performance is just phenomenal. When I installed the high mount exhaust, I also installed um, the headers for it, which is not made by the Dominator, and connect really well. I'm gonna have all the links for all the items in the description, so you can purchase exactly what I purchased, and it all integrated together really, really well. So tail tidy. The tail tidy I used is basically just a metal bracket. It has a light that reflects here on the license plate. This is the original tail light. It's very straightforward installation, although it takes some time to eliminate all the stock parts. That's pretty straightforward. I use the flush mount blinkers because the stock one would go right in front of the new muffler. So this setup works really well. Off-road mirrors, they did the job. I highly recommend them. Even though on that gnarly trail I went down on the right side, the mirrors are still here. So after all this trip, after the whole abuse, they are still here. Shorty levers, good stuff, fully adjustable. I really like the quality, very comfortable, highly recommended as well. Which is a lower engine guard, and what I really liked that it protects all the water pump area. So on the last trip, I had a really gnarly trail. I tried to check the limit of this bike, also suspension wise, and it went down on the right side, which these guards definitely do the job. And you can see the marks here, and you can see the little scar I have here on the tenere. They say every scar has a story, so that's the story for this car, which is great. Anyway, I didn't care about it much because I'm going to wrap this bike most likely with something else or come with some different idea for the finish. So I didn't really want to have the top guards. I think this is enough, and um, I highly recommend these lower guards. Another thing that I did, I installed the heat shield, and I'm going to show you later on how this heat shield works really well with the boots. Here is the NICECNC little bracket, and this one is very usable to strap your luggage. So on this side it's great. On the other side, I'm going to show you with the shoes there is some issue with it, but you can get used to it. It's when you wear the off-road shoes, sometimes you touch it, but I did the whole trip and I got used to it. So I'd like to show you how the off-road boots are working with relation to the engine guards and to the exhaust heat shield. So no issues, doesn't really bother me. On the right side, the engine guard space works really well, and when you ride, you can see here how the boots are touching the heat shield, so it protects it exactly where it needs to protect, right here. So the only thing is that sometimes this bracket, the NICECNC bracket right here, is touching your boots, but on the right side, it never really bothered me. Let's take a look on the other side. Now on the left side, with the boots in relation to the engine guard, so you get used to it. It's close, it's very close here. The boots are with where is the when you change the gear with the gear lever, it's kind of close, but maybe only in the first time I touched it a little bit, the engine guard, but I got used to it. It didn't really bother me. But the only thing that I did feel it when I'm standing on the bike, the nice CNC bracket here in the back, when you're standing, you can see how it's touching, how the boots, the off-road boots are touching it. And this is the only thing that sometime while I ride, I had to keep my feet a little bit, the heel outside the bike, not to touch it. So that's the only thing that's a little bit bothered me while I ride. But it's something I guess I got used to it. So for now, I'm not gonna change it. But I want to see how I feel in the next trip, and if it doesn't bother me again, I'll probably just shave it. Maybe I'll cut it here and sand it, because the only part here that I use the straps to strap it, because that's the only reason we have this bracket for strapping. It's only this side that I use. So only this side is usable on this bracket. So all this area is non-usable. So I might just cut it here and do a nice finish on it. And that's it. So part of the preparation of this bike going off-road, the Tenere 700, it has an issue with the kickstand sensor switch. So everybody recommend that it needs to be eliminated. So what I did, I cut the wires and I used this splice connector, which I will also include in my description. You're going to have a link to it. Bought it on Amazon. Basically, you insert the two wires here, you close it and lock it. Before you close it, you basically use a plier, you tied it up, put it in, and then I wrapped it all with a black tape, and no more issues there. Okay. Full exhaust system. So I installed a new set of headers. I used the same original gaskets, and I purchased the Dominator. When I installed the headers, I removed the oxygen sensor. These headers are coming with a plug, and part of this whole idea about giving this motorcycle more power, because I felt I didn't have enough power, especially between 6 to 8 RPM. It was really lagging. So part of it, I did install the NICECNC airbox, which I'll show you in a minute. I still didn't open it after the trip, so it's probably full of sand. But with the NICECNC, so NICECNC airbox, complete new airbox with the full headers, and I did upmap it with two wheels dyno, which they did an amazing job. It's a completely different bike. After these upgrades, after you install these three items and upmap it and change the map to it, um, it's just an amazing bike. A lot of fun. I didn't feel any lagging in any part of the RPM. It's actually getting some kind of boost around once you pass the 7,000 in the RPM. So works really well. Let's talk tires. So I used the Tusk 2-track. When I installed them on the first time, I took them for a test run. And on the highway, around 75 to 85 miles per hour, I felt wobbling. And I didn't like it. When I came back home and I measured it, I found exactly what the problem was. And I corrected it. And after I corrected it, these tires runs amazing. All the way to 90, 92, 93 miles per hour. I didn't feel much shaking or much wobbling, not more than any other tire I would use. Which I don't recommend to go that fast, but just for testing, great tires. Great on the sand, wash, highway, you name it. And on a really hard, gnarly trail, it performed. Let's take a look what made the difference and made this tire works for me. And by the way, I did use tire pressure 34 on both, which I believe, because I didn't want to play much with the air pressure during the trip, but I believe on the off-road, if I reduced the air pressure, it would perform even better. Okay, so I'm using this tool to measure distances, and I bought it in Harbor Freight. And this tool is digital, so it's very accurate. So it's really important. So, and I used it also when I lowered the bike, which I'll explain in the next section. What I did, I measured the distance here, this distance, to make sure it's equal. So you reset it, and then I use this side, and I make sure that the distance here is equal on the other side of the wheel. But these bolts here, the distance is exactly the same on both sides. Since I fixed that, the bike ran straight and these tires performed really well. No issues. So in regards to lowering the bike, so I'm coming from the BMW. It's a 22 BMW R1250 GS Adventure. And it was the lower suspension. So I got used to it to do all these beautiful rides with it, including a few BDRs with the lower suspension. So I really like to feel grounded. I really like to feel my legs. I like to feel the ground. So this bike was a little bit too tall for me. So I used the AltRider. You can see it right here. The AltRider bracket. Highly recommended. Very easy to install. There are plenty of information, plenty of videos show, especially from AltRider. They're really good on explaining how to install it. So I did install it. I used um, the lowest option, and it's amazing. It worked really well. I don't need it higher than that or lower than that. Perfect for me. While you lower the suspension, you want to make sure that you also lower the front. And when I lowered the front forks, I lowered it to the lowest one. So it's easy. If you go to the lowest, it's easy to not to miss and to have it exactly at the same measurements. Um, when I lowered it, I used this tool, the same like I used for the wheel, like I showed in the previous segment, the digital. And this tool is did the job and make sure that I don't miss anything in terms of the measurement, because you don't want to miss the real geometry of the bike. Okay, so since you lower the bike, you need also to lower the kickstand. Now, because I did it so fast and I just didn't have time to order, most likely I would order the AltRider because I like their product. So I would order the AltRider kickstand, the adjustable, but because I didn't have time, I took the kickstand to a welder and cost me only $40, and he's a really good and skilled welder, and he cut it. I have him cut it 1.25 inches. So 1.25 inches, if you cut the kickstand 1.25 inches with the lowest setting, it works really well. And he really polished it, and it looks really well like original. In regards to the bottom guard, I cannot recommend it. I bought it. This company, I don't even want to mention it because which company it is. Because when I ordered it, it came completely wrongly, wrong size. It didn't fit. And they really didn't support me when I asked for help how to fix it or to ship it back. They just ignored me. So I took that guard and I had to take it to a shop and adjust it and make sure that we can install it. So now it's installed and it works. So I cannot recommend this company. So that's it for this set of upgrades for this bike. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope I gave you enough information that you can use it and save you some time and money. Everything that I spent here was just under $2,000. I installed everything myself. So I saved on that, and for just about $2,000, you can have this bike 100% off-road ready, in my opinion. The only thing that I feel that this bike is lacking is a better suspension. Because when I was on these hard trails, the suspension kind of gave up on me. But it was a really hard trail. Except that the way the suspension is stock on the 2025 is pretty impressive. So I love this bike. Great bike. I recommend it. And if you liked this video, since it's my real first YouTube video, and the only reason I did it because I had so many people ask me to share all the information about the accessories. So if you guys like this video, please like it, subscribe, and feel free to write in the chat if you have any questions, or if you'd like me to show you some other things, maybe to go into details If you'd like me to make any new videos, give me some feedback and give me some support so I can continue with this journey. And by the way, I am going to have more videos also on a sport bike. So I do have the Tenere 700, but I also have this beast, the S1000 RR M Premium, which I will share a lot of information that I have about it and the accessories that I did to it and my impression of this amazing bike too that I put to the track. And I'm just about 10,000 miles with it. It's a 2024. And I will have a video on that one too. So I do ride sport bikes and I do ride adventure bikes, and I love them both. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.